Do you ever feel like time is slipping through your fingers? Like every day blends into the next, and before you know it, weeks, months, even years have passed with little to show for it. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. But here's the truth. Most people are wasting their lives without realizing it. We wake up, check our phones, get ready, go to work or school, come home, eat, scroll some more, sleep and repeat. The answer is no. Life isn't supposed to feel like you're just getting through it. It's meant to be experienced. It's meant to challenge you, stretch you, excite you, and connect you to something bigger than yourself. There's nothing wrong with routine. In fact, structure can be powerful, but when routine becomes unconscious, life becomes passive. You can be incredibly busy and still waste your life. Filling your calendar doesn't mean you're filling your soul. Sometimes, the biggest trap is being efficient at things that don't really matter. Checking off tasks, answering emails, attending meetings, all while your real dreams and values sit quietly in the background, waiting for their turn. We stop making intentional decisions. Days become checklists, weeks become routines, years become a blur. Many of us are following scripts handed to us by society, family, or even social media. We're told what success looks like, what happiness should feel like, and what milestones we need to hit. But have you ever stopped to ask yourself what you actually want? Not what you should want. What genuinely sets your soul on fire? Not because they want to, but because they haven't stopped to examine how they're really spending their time, energy, and attention. It's not about being lazy or doing nothing. Sometimes it's about doing the wrong things really well. Sometimes it's about living someone else's dream, and often it's about settling for fine when extraordinary is possible. Let's face it, notifications, endless feeds, streaming platforms, quick dopamine hits. These things aren't evil, but they hijack your attention. And attention is your most valuable currency. What you give your attention to, you give your life to. We're constantly busy, yet often feel unfulfilled. Imagine if you invested those same hours into learning a skill, building a relationship, improving your health, or creating something meaningful. The difference wouldn't just be noticeable, it would be transformational. We scroll, we binge, we hustle, and we plan, but somehow the deeper sense of purpose remains out of reach. The problem isn't a lack of ambition, it's the slow, quiet drift away from what truly matters. So today, let's talk about how and why this happens, and more importantly, what you can do about it. It starts with autopilot living. You might be asking, isn't this just how life works? One of the biggest culprits of a wasted life is distraction. We live in the most distracted generation in history. Every hour spent mindlessly scrolling isn't just an hour gone. It's an hour invested in something that gives you nothing back. But distraction is just one layer. There's also the illusion of productivity. Ask yourself, are you climbing a ladder that's leaning against the wrong wall? Are you chasing goals that were never yours to begin with? Here's something most people never realize. A wasted life isn't always obvious. So how do you know if you're wasting your life? Start with your energy. What drains you? What fuels you? Pay attention to how you feel after spending time on certain activities or with certain people. When did you last feel truly stretched or uncomfortable in a way that made you better? Growth rarely happens in comfort zones. It requires effort, risk, and yes, sometimes failure. But without growth, life becomes stagnant. And a stagnant life is a wasted one. If your days are filled with things that leave you depleted, that's a red flag. Who benefits from your existence? That may sound intense, but it's a vital question. Comfort zones might feel safe, but nothing ever grows there. If you want to live deeply, intentionally, and fully, you have to be willing to get uncomfortable. Are you making the world around you better in some way? Are you lifting others, sharing your gifts, creating value, to explore, to evolve? And that starts with a decision to stop wasting your life and start truly living it. Awareness is the first step. What you do next is up to you, not in a fearful way, but in a motivating way. Time is your most precious, non-renewable resource. Don't trade it for things that drain you. Invest it in what moves you, what fulfills you, what grows you. You can choose to keep going through the motions, or you can choose to wake up, to live boldly, to spend your time like it actually matters. Because it does. Humans are wired for connection and impact. Without them, we feel empty, no matter how successful we appear on the outside. The question is, are you truly living it? On the flip side, if something energizes you, even if it's challenging, that's a sign you're on the right path. Next, examine your growth. When was the last time you did something for the first time? Then there's contribution. Now, let's talk about regret. It's one of the most powerful emotional indicators. Regret doesn't come from trying and failing. It comes from never trying at all. Every single day is a chance to pivot, to realign, to choose intention over autopilot. The shift doesn't require a massive overhaul. It starts small. Wake up 10 minutes earlier to reflect. Turn off notifications for an hour. Start that project you've been postponing. Reconnect with someone you care about. Read something that challenges you. Take a walk without your phone. These tiny shifts create momentum, and momentum changes everything. From playing it safe, from letting fear decide for you. It means you're actively seeking alignment between your actions and your values. It means you're choosing to show up fully, rather than coast. It means you're building a life you won't want to escape from. In the end, people rarely regret the risks they took. They regret the chances they didn't take. They regret the words they didn't say, the dreams they never chased, the time they never reclaimed. The good news: it's never too late to change. Living with purpose doesn't mean you need to have everything figured out. And yes, it will be uncomfortable at times. Real growth always is. But discomfort is the price of a meaningful life. Let this be your wake-up call. If you're watching this, it means you're already seeking more, and that matters. The clock is ticking. You're not here to just exist, you're here to thrive, to contribute, to create, to love. So take a deep breath, reflect, decide, and begin again. Because the truth is, your life is already happening.